Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is When Your Quirk Hurts You Whenever You Use It, Part 2. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The recovery bay at headquarters was exactly where you didn't want to be, but there you were anyway. Recovery girl had taken one look at you and gone very quiet in that way. That meant bad things. Your quirk causes significant internal trauma with each use, she said sternly, hands glowing as she tried to undo the damage. Why didn't anyone know about this? They didn't ask. You said weakly. We didn't ask because we trusted you, especially if it was something important like this. Baku exploded. He was pacing like a caged animal, his palms crackling with barely contained frustration. How long? How long have you been doing this? Always. You admit. Since I first manifested the quirk. The healing works by transferring the injury to myself. I can manage it most of the time. But if it's serious, you take the serious hits. Kirishima finished quietly. His hands were clenched so tight, his knuckles were white. He was upset, you could tell. But his expression was pained rather than angry. That was somehow worse. I can control it, you said. Most of the time it's just a dull ache. It's not a big deal. It is a freaking big deal. Bakugou stopped pacing, his expression stormy. You let us use your quirk on you, without knowing what it cost. Do you understand how messed up that is? I wanted to help, you said quietly. You needed me to help. The anger drained from Bakugou's face, replaced by something rawer. Something that looked like guilt. Kirishima sat on the edge of your medical bed, carefully taking your hand in his. His touch was gentle, the opposite of Baku's explosive frustration. We need you more than we need you to be reckless for us. Do you understand that? We're not weak, Bakugo added, his voice low. The fight had gone out of him, leaving just the concern underneath. We don't need you destroying yourself to keep us standing. You felt tears prickling at your eyes. I'm sorry. You should be, Bakugo said, but then he was leaning against the wall beside your bed, right next to Kirishima. His hand found yours, joining Kirishima's. His thumb traced small circles against your skin. No more sneaking around, healing people. You tell us when you use your quirk and how much it costs. That's non-negotiable. We're a team, Kirishima added softly. All three of us. That means sharing the burden, not carrying it alone. Recover Girl finished her work and gave you all a stern look. No quirk use for a week. And you. She pointed at you. Need to see a specialist about quirk management. I can recommend someone. You nodded, not trusting your voice. Later, after Recover Girl had left, and Kirishima had gone to shower, the mission off, Bakugo pulled a chair close to your medical bed. He changed into comfortable clothes, his blonde hair still spiky with sweat. Why didn't you tell us? He asked quietly. Because you said, choosing your words carefully. You both do so much. You take so many risks. If I could help you come home safely, even if it cost me, it seemed worth it. He was quiet for a long moment. That's the stupidest, selfless thing I've ever heard, he said finally. And I've known Deku my whole life. Despite everything, he smiled. So it's pretty stupid. Monumentally. He reached over and pressed his forehead against yours, careful not to put any weight on you. But you're ours, and we don't let ours sacrifice themselves. Not without knowing, at least. Without choosing it together. Even if I'm reckless? Especially if you're reckless. He said. You could hear the slight smile in his voice. Someone's gotta keep you grounded. That's Kirishima's job. And yours? I'm the one who tells you off for being an idiot. He said, then softer, and make sure you're never alone with it again. When Kirishima returned, he climbed into the medical bed beside you, careful of your injuries, and Bakugo shifted closer until all three of you were touching in some way. Kirishima's arm around your waist, your hand in Bakugo's. Bakugo's knee pressed against the edge of the bed. No more secrets, Kirishima murmured into your hair. No more secrets. You agreed. And when Bakugo squeezed your hand in confirmation, you finally let yourself believe that you didn't have to carry everything alone. 3 months later, your specialist had helped you develop better control. You still healed people. That was who you were after all. But now you understood your limits. Now you took breaks. Now you let yourself recover. And more importantly, Bakugo and Kirishima knew exactly how much healing costs you each time. On a routine patrol, when Kirishima took a hit that would normally send you running to help without question, you assessed the damage so that he could manage it and stayed in position. He gave you a thumbs up from across the street, understanding without words that you were being smart about it. That night, back at the dorms, he pulled you close. I'm proud of you, Wyan, he said simply. Bakugo, lying on the other side of you, snorted. For not burning herself out, that's a pretty low bar. No, but for trusting us to take care of ourselves, for trusting us to take care of you too. He leaned against Bakugo's chest. Kirishima's arm around the both of you. The weight of silence between you three felt different now. Thank you said quietly, for not letting me do this alone. That's what partners are for, keeping each other from being complete idiots. Speak for yourself, man. I think we all have our moments. He smiled into the comfortable darkness, finally understanding that letting people in wasn't weakness, it was strength. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.